Well, so had an experience yesterday at the bank. Came out and there was this lady starting to get into a Tesla that was next to me. Now, mind you, I don't like Tesla drivers. They're the worst drivers. They're the dumbest drivers. And I'm sorry if you own a Tesla. That's on you, but that's why insurance is so high on those cars. That's why the tires cost so much. There's not a lot of maintenance that I need to be done on it, but I don't understand somebody that thinks that they're saving the world by getting an electric car that has a huge battery underneath the whole entire car, and you're going to sit at a charging station in that car in a fast charger and just be baked to death and sitting in the car. And you think it's okay. When they're telling you don't charge your phone next to your nightstand at night. Your phone, who has a battery this big, not this big. I mean, we're talking Tesla batteries big. And you're going to think that I'm thinking you're smart. And they're just cooking their battery or cooking their body. But I digress on that. I'm just saying this is the intelligent level of these people. If a Tesla works for you, that's fine. And you don't get sick by riding in it. But you need to understand you have a huge battery. I mean, we're talking the length of the car and the width of the car. Underneath, you're sitting down on top of it. And you don't think you're getting, radiation from it, but I digress on that. So what I was going to say is she wanted to say something about the car I was driving. And she did. And I didn't even acknowledge that she was there. I just went and got in my car. But she was trying to tell me that Acura never made a hybrid. And mind you, I have a Acura MDX Sport Hybrid advanced model. It has hybrid badges on it and everything else. And then she made a comment. I just looked at her and went, she goes, yeah, you probably just went and bought the hybrid badges and put it on it. Now, mind you, Acura has made 4 different models in hybrids. Their supercar, the NSX, I know they stopped making the NSX, but this last generation was a hybrid, and it was based on the same system that's in my car. Same with the RLX, but the RLX has the bigger engine. It's a V6 engine, and then they had the ILX, so they had 4 models. ILX, MDX, NSX, MDX. Similar system, except the ILX was a 4-cylinder hybrid. So the fact of the matter is she said that, but my whole point of this video is why is it that this woman had to say something? I can guarantee you she was a white liberal, a white older liberal. I don't know if she saw the little decal on the back of my car, and maybe she thought it was okay to say something. But I don't understand why these people create a storm and they're pissed off at rain when they don't get the right reaction. And I think what it is they're too ignorant of people because they're liberals and they're white liberals, because white liberals really go along with the same thing about white privilege. And they really do, because they think that it's okay to make a scene and then they're pissed off that they don't get the reaction. But the problem is they're not smart enough to go on facts. They don't want to listen to facts. They don't want to listen to any of this stuff. And it's like, why did she think it was okay to say something like that to me? You're going to tell me something that's not true based on what I bought. Now, mind you, my hybrid battery in my MDX is about this wide of the car, and it's underneath the third row seat between the rear wheels. It's sitting between that, so it's and it's not that big of a battery. It's a battery that just supports the hybrid system, and like I said, my car's a V6. And the other ones are V6 except for the ILX, and that's a 4-cylinder. But what my point being is this woman is so ignorant to say what she said, which is not any There's no truth to what she said to me. So she wanted to give me, and this is what happens with these people. They're so ignorant that they think it's okay to lie to me, to give mistruth, to try to get a reaction out of me. And I think that's the big thing with people. Just ignore them. These liberals are not going to educate themselves. They don't want to know the truth because you can't ever discuss it. So the engagement, I don't need to talk to her. And I just ignored her. I went, well, okay. Just kept getting my car, and then she just kept talking, and I just got in my car and left. And she's just looking at me like, well, why isn't he reacting? Well, I don't react to stupidity, and that's all it was. You're going to sit there and tell me something that a car that I know that they do make. I mean, they don't make it anymore. It's been discontinued, but they made it for 4 years. 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. And yeah, that's what we come to. And that's why I'm not here. You liberals want to make a comment, and like you did in a couple of my other videos saying I was an idiot and all that. That's all you have. That's all you have. That's all you have. You're an idiot. You're a bigot. You're this. You're that. You don't have any, because I'm none of those. But you want to sit there and try to get a reaction out of me by saying something totally stupid. Keep it up. I'll be your villain. But I just don't get it. I don't get the engagement. I don't get why are they so lonely that they try to cause a scene so they get the attention. I think that's what it is. And I think if you just ignore, like this woman, I don't think she'll probably still try to do it. But the fact of the matter is anytime this, because I can spot a liberal a mile away. And that's why I try to avoid them. And I wasn't really expecting this lady because, it was almost like she waited for me to come out so she could say something to me because she was standing outside of her car. So it doesn't matter, but I just don't understand it. Why engage? You're the type of person you create a storm and you're pissed off because it rains because I didn't do a reaction. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.